Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Time for our folks who live in other parts of the country. But thank you so much for watching. You can find us on the radio at IC Radio. That's in Christ Radio. Some people say ice cream radio, but anyway, it's icradio.media. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and you can also find us on Abundance Television found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast, thenewscasters.com, and that's where truth matters. So I'm here with my friend Deana Johnson, and she is a skincare specialist, and she's also, we can go ahead and say Mary Kay. So you're with Mary Kay, and she just told me that I follow direction really good because I had some skin tags or something right here, and I think I was from wearing glasses, and part of it was probably me not keeping my glasses clean enough because I'll come in and wear contacts throughout the day, and when I come in, contacts go out, the glasses go on. So, and it's probably not keeping them clean, and so anyway, it's not there anymore. And so there's a product, and I want to dig in about skincare right now. There's a lot, and summertime is coming along.
It is.
And so, how do we take good care of our skin? But first, about the product that I used.
Okay. All right. It is our clinical. It's a mask, and it is so important that we mask because yes, we cleanse our face with the cleanser. We use the moisturizer and all that, but it's also important that periodically that we do a deeper cleansing, which is what the mask is all about, because it goes deep into the pores and it pulls out those impurities. And for people like me, who at 65 years old was diagnosed with eczema, I couldn't believe it.
But do you think that's what I had there? Maybe
it may have been a touch of eczema. It looked like it to me. And so, but I knew that mask would go deep into your pores because there are several layers of skin. We can't see it, but there are several layers of skin, and so that the elements in that are designed to go deep into your pores and pull those impurities forward.
My face just feels so good every time I do that.
Oh, you look wonderful.
But the first time I did it, it was just like it just felt like a little baby's rear. I mean, that's weird, isn't it? Donna's face felt like a baby's rear.
It does.
But it felt good.
Yes, it does. It affects the texture. Yes, and when I started using the Mary Kay products, that was the first thing I noticed. It wasn't my skin. Not only did it brighten up, but I knew that it was cleaner, of course. But my skin was softer. It was so soft. It felt like a baby's, backside. Really did. And I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't know that my face could feel that way. So I was excited. And so that's one of the things that makes me passionate about the Mary Kay products is because I know from personal experience that they work. Now, everything I don't use because I don't necessarily need it, but I have
skin types.
Certainly. And all of that is to be taken into consideration when you're choosing the products that you need. But in your case, we needed something that would address that immediately, but also something that wouldn't be too harsh on your skin.
Right.
So all of these products are dermatology tested for extra sensitive skin.
And mine is sensitive.
And
I can walk by poison oak and it just jumps on
you. And a lot of people are that way. And so that's one of the things. Very few, I'll be honest with you, I've been doing this now going on 8 years. And I may have had 1 or 2 clients here or there that had a little episode that something didn't, go well with their skin. But for the most part, even the products for our men, all of that is dermatology tested for extra sensitive skin. So it minimizes the possibility of anyone having a negative reaction.
Well, and I can ask you this too, because maybe for the 1 or 2, maybe it just didn't work right. Were they possibly just not using it correctly? Because you got to use it right.
It's possible. The
right way.
You really have to read the instructions and follow them. It's like anything else. You can take a high school student and give them a driver's handbook.
Mhm.
And but if when they get in the car, if they don't follow the instructions of the
Bad
driver,
news.
that bad news. Exactly.
You may
So
not
it's the
make it.
same thing in skincare or anything else. It is. So it's important to follow the instructions
Uh-huh.
exactly as they're there. And even with the mask, when you and I were before we
Mhm.
spoke about it, some people said, "Well, I left it on a little bit longer." I don't recommend that because
There's a reason for the
there's a
particular
reason for the
time.
particular time. And so
So
it's
test
better
it.
to, yes, it's better to remove it, a half a minute sooner than 2 minutes later, because
Mhm.
then, it may, be just a little bit too much for your skin. It may
Mhm.
cause some irritation.
Mhm.
And we don't want to see that.
No.
We want some positive results.
But then everything works together in a system because so I used the mask, then I used the moisturizer on there.
Yes.
That was good.
And that moisturizer is another a product that is dermatology tested. All of them are,
Mhm.
but it also has that extra emollient in it that causes your skin. It goes deeper into your pores, and that's another reason to use it immediately after you remove the mask, because then your pores are open. So the moisturizer goes
You get
deeper.
that extra
You get
benefit.
that extra benefit, absolutely.
Mhm.
And so it's great. I mean,
Well,
I
I'm a
just love it.
skincare nut. I mean,
Well,
I really am. I mean, taking care of your skin is really important.
well,
And
you're a health nut all around.
well, I
You
drink a
and you
lot of
look great.
water.
You look great.
Well,
You look
you look
great.
great,
Well,
and that's
thank you.
another reason I chose her too for my products because
Well, thank
I mean, you got to look like. I mean, and you might wear makeup. I don't know if you do or not.
I have a
You don't
little
have to
a
wear.
light coat on
That's
today.
another thing. I might have to wear so much of foundation,
No,
and I don't like wearing a lot of foundation.
I don't need. I
I
never
just I
like
feel
that.
like I'm smothering when I put it
Mm-hmm,
on. It's
mm-hmm,
just my thing. You're not
mm-hmm.
smothered, but
Yeah.
I just don't want a lot of. I don't want to wear so much that it feels like because my skin's like oily and we're about to get into the
And
summer,
some, mm-hmm.
and I don't want it to feel like it's just sliding off my face.
Right, right, right. And
And it could.
yeah, I
So
don't do good with a heavy layer of
I can't
makeup
do
on in
that.
warm weather. I
And I
don't do
feel
good
like
with that.
if you can prevent wearing so much of it, I think that
Mm-hmm.
can also help, with impurities getting into your skin.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
just makes
Because
sense.
we can't overdo it. Trying to make sure that we look so,
And I'm bad at
well,
overdoing everything. So
well, you've done excellent with
well,
this.
I
You
got
have followed instructions
oh
well,
oh I'll let yeah,
and
she told me
I
today. She
love
said
the
you do
results.
you follow directions.
Yes,
Tell Phil that I do that,
I'll tell him.
okay?
I'll tell him.
So,
Okay.
but let's talk a little bit more about the summertime.
Hmm.
So, do you use your products in a different way in the summertime than you would in the wintertime? Does that pose extra problems? Because I mean, we all sweat. It's hot outside. We're in
Hmm.
Alabama where the humidity you can cut it with a knife.
Or
And
if
so,
you're
with
going to the
all that,
beach, it's important. The sunscreen, we have all of that. We have the lip moisturizer,
mhm,
but we also have what we call the lip scrub. It's
okay,
called satin lips, but it's not just for ladies.
mhm,
It's for men. It's for children.
mhm,
I have people who buy that for their kids,
mhm,
especially in the winter,
mhm,
because they're the lip scrub, it takes away the roughness
mhm,
that comes from the cold weather,
mhm.
and then the moisturizer, the lip balm, it moisturizes, puts it.
And that stuff does work. 'Cause I
It
remember being a
does.
kid
It does.
and just my lips would peel.
Hmm.
It would hurt. And
Hmm.
don't pull in your because it can hurt.
Hmm.
So, but that is a healing process.
Yeah, and it has a healing element in it, and
Mhm,
that's another great thing about uh,
mhm,
the satin lips. So
mhm,
that's another thing. And so in the summer, you get the same effect. If you're going to the beach, you're going swimming,
mhm,
put a layer of that on before you get in the water,
mhm,
before you go, out sunbathing or whatever.
mhm,
We have the sunscreen and the
mhm,
replenishing um, uh, cream
mhm,
as well. Because once you come back in and you shower and everything, your skin has just been under torture out there
mhm.
in that
Stay away from
sun.
the sun if you can. Carry an umbrella.
Yeah, and because you want to enjoy the warm
You
weather,
need those
but you want
vitamins
to
coming
take
in from the sun.
but you need to take care of yourself, your skin as well, because
Mhm.
it can do just as much damage as it does good.
Can we talk about laying out in the sun? Uh, I mean, you
Yeah,
need sun because you need the vitamins coming
you
in
need
from
the
the
vitamin
sun,
D,
but you
hmm
can overdo it.
but you can't overdo it, and that's why it's necessary. And I highly recommend it. And some people, even for people with darker tones like myself, if I'm going to be out in the sun, I'm going to put the sunscreen on because I know that it's
And
going to
even working in
protect.
the garden,
Working in the garden,
apps or
construction
whatever. Now,
workers,
you guys, construction workers.
construction work. If you're out there on that highway and you're jackhammering and digging and whatever, your skin is exposed. You need. I mean, I highly recommend it for our men. And there's nothing about it that smells feminine, so they don't have to be embarrassed, even when they break for lunch. Take your lip balm out and put a little layer of it on. Absolutely, and it takes good care of them. They want to look youthful as long as they can. They want to prevent the crow's feet and all of that. I mean, to me, that doesn't say a whole lot. It doesn't take it away from a man, not in my opinion. But they want to look youthful as well. So longevity, for skin protection. You want that youthfulness to be there.
Well, it's
But you
nice
gotta
to
take
be
the
60
measures.
years old. Somebody tell you only look 50.
That's
That's
exactly.
nice. That's a compliment.
It is a compliment. And so it's going to take some measures to make that happen. And so our men are neglected. I'll be honest with you. We haven't always educated our men and encouraged them, so that they don't
Women,
feel.
let me tell you what you can do to your husband. And now don't tell Phil I did. I think he might be suspicious, but this is what I do to Phil. I'll say, honey, I've got something I want to try out for your skin type. And let's see what it does on your face. If you don't mind, honey, okay? And so we do that, and then he'll get hooked. Your husband will do the same thing. Because you want to keep him around. You don't want him to have skin cancers.
Exactly.
And a lot of men, because they're not taking good care of their skin, they're getting skin cancers all over their arms, all over their face.
Truck drivers,
take their shirt
truck drivers that get their arm up in the window. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Take care of you, baby.
We've got to take care of them, and so that's where the satin hands. Even though it says satin hands, but it's also necessary to use it on.
You can use it on your body. Show's over.
Wow.
That was our little timer telling us to go into a commercial break. I have to have the timer when I'm with her. So let's go into a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a second. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. Good afternoon, we're back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show. You can find us on television, channel 182, Charter Communications, Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire, and don't forget the podcast, thenewscasters.com. And let me be your geeky nerd. I love doing research. Send emails anytime you want to. Any suggestions, send that to Donna at donnasedge.com. I love doing that. Oh, and by the way, kind of bear with me because I do get a lot of emails, and sometimes it takes me a little while to get back with you, and I had to check the spam folder too because some of them go in there. But go ahead and send them. It just makes my day. Thank you for doing that. I have Deana with me right now. She's with Mary Kay Cosmetics. She's a professional when it comes to skin care. But before we get started talking, we got to talk about the Gadsden Mall for a minute.
Yes, we do.
Oh my goodness, Kaylee has received a job promotion.
Oh,
Well,
congratulations, Kaylee.
Isn't she
Congratulations, girl.
You know what I think makes her a success? She has the experience in retail.
Oh, wow.
So she can help you if you're starting a business, you're expanding, whatever you're doing. You want to have a position near a place in the mall. Go see Kaylee.
Mm-hmm. She's a girl.
She'll help you out. And there's a reason she got a job promotion. Now she's still going to be stationed right here in Gadsden. I'm going to hold on to that girl. I don't want her going anywhere else.
You don't want to lose her. No, she's wonderful.
We're going to keep her, but she's really, really good. But now, so is this lady, and especially when it comes to skin care. We're getting the summertime coming in. So let's talk about hydration. Because a lot of folks don't drink enough water and they get dehydrated. That affects your skin too, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Because 90% of our body is actually water. Mm-hmm. And so if we don't replenish, we're losing. If we're out in the sun, if we're at the beach, if we're swimming, even if we're working in the garden, if we're a construction worker, we're out on the highway, you're constantly perspiring. Mm-hmm. So you really need to be able to replenish that what the body is losing, and it keeps your skin supple. Mm-hmm. And that prevents a lot of cracking and breaking, and also aging. Mm-hmm. It does. It really does. So we recommend the Mary Kay products. But when I speak with my customers, I always encourage them to also do those other things that you need to do. Eat your vegetables. All of that. I know it sounds silly, but all of it works together. It works in conjunction. So it's not just the product itself, but it's everything else that you do for your overall well-being, overall health, and the longevity of your youth.
That is so true. A friend of mine, Carol O'Malley, lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she's an esthetician. Did I pronounce that correctly?
You did. You did.
So, and she's just wonderful. So I'll tell you what she said. She said, and she taught me this little thing. She said, you got to have water on the inside. And she said, how much coffee do you drink? And I said, a lot. And she said, well, let me tell you something. She said, for every cup of coffee you drink, you've got to drink 3 cups of water to bring that hydration back into your body. So this is what she said to do. If you don't know whether you're dehydrated or not, and this is a good, especially in the summertime, you really need to know this exercise. It's very simple. So all you do is put your hand out here and just pinch it like that and let the skin down. If it comes right back in, you got hydration. But you're dehydrated or you're getting close to it if you do this and the skin stays for just a few seconds. It just stays like that. So
she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about.
You know your stuff too.
I'm
So,
trying.
but really, that's what it. And I do that. Sometimes I just forget. Did I drink any water today? You know, you can be really busy with life. You know, lots of stuff going on. Taking care of the family, taking care of your business and stuff like that where you work. And so just do that every once in a while. And so use the products. And let's talk about satin hands now. There's also, you can exfoliate your hands also before you put on the cream. Is that because you get dry skin there just like you do your face?
Well, the one of the benefits of not just using the satin hands cream is to use the complete set. You get the satin hand scrub, the moisturizer, and the cream. So when you use the moisturizer, it has the exfoliant in it. So it goes deep into those layers again.
Just like on your face.
Just like on your face. And satin hands, even though it says satin hands, but it's also for your body. I just keep it in the shower. And whatever I'm going to use, I just leave it right there in the shower. So I just go through my little routine. So the satin hands is not just for hands, but it's for your body as well. And especially in harsh weather, or if you're going to be exposed to harsh weather, it is just really just the greatest thing to use, because you put that on, then you put that moisturizer, and then you use the hand cream, and it just softens it. It's great. And it's not, again, like attorneys, and I won't call any names, but I have clients who are attorneys, not just women, but gentlemen too, and they use that satin hands because it's important in their industry. When they shake hands a lot,
don't have a scruffy hand.
Don't have a scruffy hand. Your hands feeling rough. Guys who are CPAs and other doctors, you'd be surprised. Ministers, ministers, yes. And not only that, but I have several ministers who use the shine blotters I told you before, because they have to be on camera, so they don't want their face, shining with a glare. Really? So that the shine blotters takes away the shine, and so when they're on camera, they don't look like they're beaming or something. So
yeah, you use folks.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, that's how I got started out in television. Yeah, I mean, people would ask me, and I had a friend who's so Mary Gay, and this is in Aniston. And so I just get her stuff, primer, and I use primer.
Oh,
and
yes.
I'm buying that from you.
Yes.
And I love the primer because I'm gonna tell you what, right now, I would be all shiny faced if it's still a little bit of shine. That's the natural.
That's the natural. That's the healthy glow of the. Yes, that's what that is.
Glow. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, and the guys wanted it more than the women did. Because their skin, the oily skin, those lights, I'm telling you, those camera lights are bright, and they're shining bright. And you've got 3 in front of you, the TV station, and 3 behind you.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, it is hot under those lights, and so you are going to sweat.
Yeah, and even the lights themselves, there's a certain amount of intensity that they bring. They can stress your skin as well. That's why actors. They really make them up, but they protect their skin underneath. They can afford all these, the specialists to do all this stuff for them, but they have to do that. in order to look, as good as
Keep up those appearances.
keep it up, because I mean that's their livelihood.
Yes, you don't want anybody looking at your shiny face instead of you on television.
Exactly.
Or if you're up in the pulpit, you don't want
Mhm.
to look and go there. Or whatever you do in life. Can you believe this? Only 4 minutes left in this segment.
Oh my goodness.
Before we get started on something else, though, how can
Mhm.
folks get in contact with you?
Okay, you can find me at 256-622-4751, or you can reach me via website at www.maryk/WJOHNSON9064. I look forward to hearing from you.
And that's going to happen. You got to get in contact with her. But I wanted to mention this too because I'm bragging because she won't. So, but I wanted to mention that you were actually very helpful at a nursing home just a few months ago, a few weeks ago. So what was that all
I'm
about?
still elated. The idea actually came to me a couple of years ago to reach out to individuals, families, business owners, and ask them to sponsor a patient for, just do a little Easter Bunny project and put some goodies in there, but also put some products in there that will help them. Because many of patients they're primarily in the bed most of the time, and that can wear on a person's skin as well. Also, some of them don't have family that live close enough to come see them on a regular
Well, in the
basis.
small world we've got, the kids have to take jobs off sometimes.
Absolutely.
We lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for 9 years.
And so you can't see family, like you want to. So to make someone, just let them know that they're not overlooked, that they're not forgotten, that they're special, and that they matter. And so we just wanted to do a little something to perk them up. So then people like you and Mr. Phil and other business owners and friends and, family, whatever, you all came together and provided me with the resources to purchase these products and just put some little goodie bags together. We carried them down there to McGuffey Nursing Home, right down the street here from Gaston Mall. And they allowed us to come in and bring those baskets, and they were excited about it to give those
It's
out to
fun
their
to
patients.
give back and just look. It's worth the smile on the face.
It is. It really is. And I know that they didn't have the liberty to give us the little video clips of the patients themselves, but the workers, when we came in with those, they just lit up, just knowing that they were getting ready to give something to the patients that was going to make their day and just enhance their lives a little bit. And that's my motto. That's my mission statement for Mary Kay, is enriching the lives of men and women. That's what I want to do. And so we were able to touch a few people's lives.
You keep saying men. I got to say, now men,
Mm-hmm.
you can use those products for yourself too. I mean, we mentioned it earlier in the show, but and I get concerned. I don't want my husband out in the sun. I'm going to bring this up before we leave. I don't want my husband out in the sun possibly getting skin cancer or something like that.
Exactly.
So think about that for you guys. And just tell him, just say, hey, I don't have a problem with mine. He wants to hang around too. So, but some women are just a little bit shy about mentioning that to their husbands. And just say, honey, I want to keep you around. I love you.
That's right.
And you're out in the sun all the time. I just, I just
take
want to
good
make
care
sure
of
everything's fine.
That's right. And it's hard. Again, I've got almost 50 male clients, and
We're getting more now.
We're getting more. We're getting more, and we're excited about it because we want to take good care of them as well. It's not just about us, pretty face on the, whatever. But we want our men. We want our men to take good care of themselves, and we have awesome body wash and body cream for men, as well as fragrance, kind of like 7 different fragrances for men. They all smell good. Oh,
I like some of the men's products. I mean, I do. I think it smells good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh,
Man,
I'm
time
excited to
flies
be
when
here.
we have.
Thank you for having
I
me.
love having her on the show. And I know you love watching her as well. So send her a message and let her know that. But thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.